Hello, I'm Susan Nash, and I'm not sure if you had a chance to go to Houston and attend Image 2025, which is co-hosted by AAPG, SEG, and SCPM. We had a great turnout, and we had lots of activities, and one of those was the New Technology Showcase. So you might have been at Image, but there were just so many competing activities you weren't able to attend, so I thought I'd give you a super quick overview of what went on in the New Technology Showcase in terms of the new technologies, and also to let you know that if you want to get in touch with any of the companies to learn more, please do so, and please do so by contacting me or the companies directly. The descriptions are in the notes. So let's go ahead. So let's start with John Boden at I2K Connect, and he talked about CLARA, which is a conversational chat system that can find information to answer questions over very large sets of unstructured and structured data sets. And so the key here is that it was developed by, I think, a government process. Which one was it? DARPA? Anyway, so basically there's a very high degree of accuracy and it's pretty groundbreaking. The next one was OptiSeis. Andrea Crook presented, and she talked about EcoSeis, which enables a reduction in land footprint and environmental footprint. So it's a very unique program. Then there was AI Driller, and AI Cloud is an entire end-to-end drilling and completions platform that encompasses automated solutions from every aspect of the drilling process, from well planning and engineering to rig state detection alerts and completions. It's a pretty amazing complete workflow automation, and AI Driller points out it's just an absolute revolution in rig monitoring. Then we had Sunil Garg of DataVedik, and the name of the product is DataMoKsha. And it unleashes the power of LLMs and geoscience knowledge graphs. So essentially, it's a hyper-converged data and analytics platform, and it incorporates DrillVedik, LogVedik, ProdVedik, Asset Decom 360, unstructured data analytics, and universal loader. Pretty amazing. Then we had Benedict Geaghan, who talked about an enabling technology that combines technologies to create an automated lithology classification system. So essentially, it's on the rig, and it utilizes digitally transformed data for subsurface insights. So basically, for example, automated lithology. It automates key well tasks, increases the usefulness of cuttings data, and it has a digital deliverable that's consumable across numerous workflows. And when I saw this, I thought, oh my goodness, this meshes really well with DWL's RoboLogger, but you'll see that later. Okay, then we had Emmanuel Gringarten of AspenTech, who talked about subsurface intelligence, ASI that connects AI with domain expertise. So basically, this is using agentic AI to automate tasks and seamlessly integrate subsurface workflows. And what it does is it fosters collaboration, and it shortens the time from data to decisions. Then we had Sashi Gunturu of Petrobytes, and he talked about PyScale Express, smart ingestion and management of field data, and essentially platform solutions, data management, and analytics. So he has PyScale, which is a way to have rapid, fast, smart ingestion, and then a low-code agents framework, which is PyScale AI. And then there's Asset Duo, which is a subsurface enterprise analytics, which allows the business side of decision making. So essentially, there's on-prem and edge. There's also a way to package proprietary logic integration with Dockers, and Docker support with Kubernetes compute. Very cool. Then we had Benedict Geaghan from USC, who talked about CO2 Smart, real-time closed-loop monitoring for CCUS operations. So basically, this is at USC, and there's a CO2 Smart Center, and the mission is to create science-based solutions to address key industry challenges in safe, scalable, and cost-effective CO2 storage deployment. So that basically there's a research team, there's stakeholders, and industries. Okay, next we had Halliburton, and Megan Kuhn was presenting on Halliburton ResX. Essentially, it's ensemble modeling, UEM technology. So it's a fast, integrated, and iterative approach. So essentially, you have uncertainty-centric modeling, data conditioning, and then you have IRMA, which is ensemble analytics, decision support, risk management. So essentially, those come together, and it's a way to model the reservoir, but in real time, it can constantly update and upgrade the accuracy. Then I love this one. This is so interesting. Scott McIntosh from Hale Space Weather talked about how they are unlocking improved accuracy of oil and gas exploration with space weather data. So in other words, when there are solar flares and space weather, that really, really impacts the remote operations. Anything that's cloud-based, and that can range from geosteering to operations to security operations. So essentially, we're talking about how Hale Space Weather X provides critical forecasts with application in the following industries: space, satellites, aviation, commercial aircraft, etc., grid, electrical and communications infrastructure, and precision agriculture and precision drilling. So anyway, super interesting. So it protects critical assets from solar and geomagnetic threats. Then we have Wambui Mutoro of Equinor, who talked about sustainable lithium technology for the energy transition. So Equinor is applying technology to build a new business, sustainable lithium production. And there's a new process of going from raw lithium brine to lithium void brine and lithium concentrate, which would then go to the lithium refinery. Now here's something slightly different. Michael Nash of Oklahoma Ware has developed Influencia, and it's a way to maximize social media impact through AI-driven insights, social media content and account valuation, know your brand's value, and then you can negotiate better partnerships. So growing and established influencers alike need to know the value and reach of their brand. This app makes it so easy to track your growing influence, and it will even tell you your expected sponsorship and engagement-based value using industry standard valuation methods. So watch your followers, connections, subscribers, likes, etc. grow in one place. And it makes it easy to see when you make a splash. And this is for companies, but also for individuals. It's also really, really great for public relations people. Okay, and then we have Holden Nash with Boundary RSS, which is a single AI-powered platform that fuses multiple open source data sets with proprietary analytics models. It's a fully remote surveying solution, doesn't require field personnel, minimizes environmental impact, and it has rapid exploitation survey delivery. Check it out. Then Patrick Ng, Shaleforce, has a cost-effective AI solution to optimize shale operations. And it rapidly identifies viable prospects, sharpens decision-making, streamlines project screening with customizable intelligence. It's a way to save time and money. Map augmented platform. Map. And so it's really, really innovative. Then finally, we have Zarathus. Rekha Patel talked about a platform that bridges the innovation execution gap through AI-enabled insights. So it was Zarathus, you can scale what works. You can convert pilots, turn pilots into platform growth, expand teams, scale talent to drive execution, accelerate AI innovation, embed intelligence into innovation, and also build community momentum, fuel the ecosystem that fuels innovation. Corva. So Corva with Asim Siddiqui talked about going from silos to subsurface synergy, real-time geoscience collaboration. And it's a platform that allows AI-driven insights for smarter, faster wells, smarter, faster drilling, smarter, faster completion. Super interesting. Okay, so Hamed Soroush from Tavera gave an overview of cold res store, smarter cooling for the digital era. So the demand for data centers is increasing, and the power consumption is intense. Cooling systems consume 30 to 40% of the energy required by a data system. And at this point, heat removal to atmosphere is inefficient. High power usage leads to large carbon footprints. And also, most systems consume large, vast volumes of water. So, in that case, the harvested heat is completely wasted. So, Tavera has an innovative solution called Cold Restore. Subsurface rocks and fluids as a natural cooling system. So cool, so innovative. Okay, so then we have Dave Tonner, who talked to us from Diversified Well Logs, DWL, and there is RoboLogger, and it's the use of robotics, AI, and automation for real-time drilling efficiency. So RoboLogger, easy, sample on demand. RoboLogger X does a lot of automatic classification. There's also fluid vision AI, laser vision AI. So many ways to automate and add accuracy to the process of identifying what's in the cuttings and what's in the drilling fluids, sort of like extreme mud logging. Nicole Taverna of NREL has a Python-based open source software for 3D geothermal modeling. And so the purpose of it is to look at and accelerate play fairway analysis. So what it does is it defines criteria, economic, geologic hazards, breaks the criteria into components, for example, fluid, permeability, heat, and then maps data layers to relevant components, and then weights it and combines it. So at the very end, you have a geo play fairway analysis, and at the end, it will rank and sort through and identify geologic favorability for different potential targets. Okay, no, this was fun. Molly Turco came to Image and she gave a presentation, and she even brought some of the Andy cubes. And she shared some, she threw them out into the audience, and people scrambled for them. But what is an Andy cube? It's a handheld structural geology tool illustrating classic Andersonian fault theory and visually relating fault and fracture orientations to the stresses that create them. So interesting. And so Andy cubes come with the cubes, fault cubes, and they also come with a card that explains what's going on. And then finally, we had Ditian Zhao of GeoGPT. And GeoGPT empowers breakthrough research through universal access to knowledge. So you can perform in-depth analysis of problems, identify solutions with AI-driven insights. So it allows you to go into to large language model with geologic insights. So it's a chat GPT that has been trained on geology. Okay, so if you need any information on any of these, please feel free to contact me directly, send a message through LinkedIn, and I look forward to being in touch. So thank you very much for this super quick recap of what we saw at the New Technology Showcase at Image 2025 in Houston, Texas, in late August. Beautiful time of year. In August at the George R. Brown. Thank you.